Hey there. Welcome to Vision to Stitches. I am going to walk alongside you the process of how to design your own beanie, even to possibly create it into or design a knitting pattern that you can create a small business or even passively sell your pattern. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now let's get started. Today, we will talk about design disasters. We will talk about a beanie that fits. I will share a giveaway with you. We're going to do a bit of vision practicing, and we're going to talk about making it plain, making your patterns clear and understandable. That is my goal, and your goal should be the same to make your pattern in such a way that whoever begins to even think about knitting your pattern, they know exactly what they need. They know exactly what their result will be once they're finished with your pattern. And then, of course, I will provide a way for you to communicate with me with any questions and answers you have. All right, so in the method of communication that you will see here, I want you to share about your name. How long have you been knitting? What is your latest works in project progress? What is your favorite fiber to use and your favorite item to knit? I'll go ahead. I'll go first. My name is Delilah. I have been knitting for 3 years. My latest whip is the Coffee Run sweater from Veronica Lindberg on Instagram. She is known as Katova Kika. My favorite fiber to use is a wool acrylic blend just because my body takes to it a little bit better than other wools. Superwash wool is also a favorite too. And my favorite item to knit at this moment is our beanies. Okay, design disasters. What is that about? Design disasters. Design disasters is or are the patterns that create chaos in your mind, create confusion, patterns that don't make sense, patterns that make you want to just put the pattern aside, maybe not even knit the item. Have you experienced that before? Have you experienced frustrating patterns, things that don't make sense, acronyms that you don't know what it could possibly be even after Googling it? That's what a design disaster is. And quite frankly, we are going to avoid that. I don't want you to produce a pattern that makes no sense to a knitter, that causes confusion or frustration. For me, knitting is a way of escape. It's a hobby, it's a passion. I don't want to knit a confusing pattern. I just can't do it. And I don't want you to produce a confusing pattern. So today we're going to talk about how to not do that. First, you have to plan your design. Make sure you're planning your design accurately, appropriately, concisely, understandably. This is what we need. We need to talk about sizes. Do we want to knit infant beanies? Do we want to knit adult male beanies? Head sizes vary. So we want to make sure we're clear on our sizes. What kind of fiber do you want to use? I mentioned about my wool and acrylic preference. However, I do have a bunch of acrylic yarn that I love using to knit beanies. There are people who are sensitive to wool, and perhaps acrylic is what they prefer. Whatever you prefer, whatever you have, is what you would put here. Your fiber preference, your patterns. What kind of stitch pattern do you want to include in that? How many repeats and the experience. One of the things that I don't think many designers keep in mind or talk about is the experience. What is the experience you want your knitter or the person that's knitting your pattern to have? What kind of experience do you want them to have? Do you want them to have a pleasant experience? Do you want them to take a deep breath, to sit in that couch and just Be excited to cast on your new project so that they can hashtag it on Instagram and you see them wearing the very thing you designed. That excites me, and I hope it excites you too. Another thing you could do to avoid a design disaster is to knit the very thing you are designing. Please do that. Please knit the thing that you're designing. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Your design is only as good as you plan it to be. You have to plan your knits. Write your instructions clear and concise. Don't create your own acronyms. Read the instructions out loud and swatch the parts that are confusing. One of the ways that I begin designing is I often do visioning. And another thing that I do is I freehand whenever I just want to knit something. I'm pulling out my 8mm needles, 8mm? No, 5. My 5mm needles, US 8s, I believe, my favorite yarn, and I just start knitting. Depending on how I'm feeling, 2x2, 1x1, I just start. And then once I'm done with the ribbing, which is usually about 3 inches, if I want to do double cuff, it'll be 6 inches of ribbing. And then I'll start on the body, and then I just start creating things. And that's kind of just when I want to knit and I design something from that particular place. Or there are times where I sit down and I actually envision myself knitting a beautiful design and I draw it out. I draw it out. I draw it out how it feels. I draw what I see. I draw the color. Like it's just everything is drawn out. And then the parts that I can't get to make sense, I swatch it out. Okay, a beanie that fits. It is very important that you design a beanie that fits your head primarily and the head of those that will be knitting your pattern. So I'm going to have you go through, let me see. I'm going to have you measure your head. So our goal is to knit a beanie that fits. Okay? All right, your measurements. So we're going to start with the top part of your head. And I want you to go around your head pretty snug, just like that. I'm going to show you really quick, just like that. If you have your hair down, go ahead and press your hair in. That's how I want you to measure it. And then you keep your hand on that part. And I'm exactly at 21 inches. So that would be my measurement for measurement A. Measurement B is from ear to ear. It depends on how you like your beanie to sit. Do you want it to sit at the bottom of your ear or do you want it to sit at the top of your ear? I prefer just above my lobes. Quite specific, I know. But I will start from here and go right here. And for me, see, 14 inches. Yep, 14 inches. So that means the body of my beanie will be 7 inches long. Or the entire beanie would be 7 inches long. Okay, here is a beautiful chart I found on KnitPicks. I will give them credit for this, of course, but KnitPicks has this chart on their website, and it goes from preemie all the way to an adult man. Look at the head circumferences. They vary. Be sure you look at this chart and make sure you are accurate on your sizes. Head circumferences vary. And of course, as amazing as KnitPicks are, they also have your cast on yardage, or not your cast on, but your yardage for this size. Okay, it's time for the giveaway. These are my 4 published patterns. I want you to, in the method of communication, share with me the beanie you would like for free. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me on this webinar. And I want to offer this to you for free. Thank you so much. Okay, this is my favorite part. Vision. Let's do a vision exercise. Okay, are you in a comfortable spot? Are you where you want to be? Are you relaxed? Are you ready? Close your eyes. I want you to envision yourself, whether it's you sitting in front of you, whether it's you in the mirror, whether um, a friend is looking at you, taking a selfie, whatever it is, look at you with a beanie on your head. Is it snug? Is it tight? Is it loose? Is it a slouchy beanie? Is it fitted? Or does it bunch up on the top? What kind of ribbing or what kind of brim does it have? Is it a 1x1 rib? Is it a seed stitch? Is it a 2x2? The body, are there cables on the body? Is there a repeat? Do you have pearls, stitches, slip stitches? What color is it? Is it your favorite color? Is it pink, blue, orange, brown? Is it color work? What is it? Now, think about the texture. Is it soft? Is it fuzzy? Does it have mohair or suri? Is it alpaca? Is it a boucle? Is it acrylic? Is it wool? Is it superwash? Is it super bulky? Okay, now open your eyes and draw that very thing that you see. You can go ahead and pause this and draw it out, and I'll be right back with you. Draw what you see. Here are some of the classic styles. You got a classic cuff, a slouchy, a fisherman beanie, a fitted beanie. You can look at these different styles and let me know which one you saw. What did you see? I have various styles here, so it can be a combination of all of them. I don't have any specific designs on here, like cables and pearl stitches, anything like that. It's just the basics, which I love. I find them to be a bit more traditional, a little timeless. Beanie schematic diagram. Have you seen this before? Have you seen this before? If not, well, I want to introduce you to the beanie schematic diagram. This talks to you about what to expect on this beanie. Yeah, that's what it does. It communicates to you the length, the width, the brim, the body, what it looks like. So in our exercise earlier, we tape measured the forehead to the nape of our neck. That would be size A. We measured from ear to ear. That would be size B. And then from ear to ear would technically be the B measurement without the cuff. And then, of course, the brim. Now, the next thing we do is just we make it plain. We want people to understand what we're designing. We want people to understand what we're doing here, what we want them to create. So we make it plain. We have so many options. We could do a single, double, triple brim. We could do 3 inches, 4-inch brim. Now, of course, if we do a double brim, know that you have to do ribbing for double of that. Meaning, if you want to do a double brim for 3 inches, you have to knit 6 inches. If you want to do a double brim of 4 inches, you have to do 8 inches. For example, the beanie here on the left, it is 3 inches of 1x1 ribbing. When you fold it up, it looks like the beanie on the right. But if I wanted there to be a double brim or double stitching, then I would have knitted 6 inches of one-on-one ribbing so that the brim could be in stockinette stitch. Therefore, you wouldn't have that particular slouchy option there. You can choose to do fitted. You could do it cinched. You can do your crown as a clean fitted, like the example on the right. What does it look like? Write down what you see and say what you see. Okay, pattern writing. This is my favorite part. Pattern writing. In every pattern, you must have an introduction. Some people might disagree, but I say you must have an introduction. What are they going to knit? What is the history of this knit? One of my patterns is called the chic bun beanie, and it came out of being frustrated with shoving a beanie on my daughter's hair. She's got big curly hair, so when she wears a bun, there's a big bulging portion of her beanie. I was tired of it. So I created a beanie without the top, the chic bun beanie. Now her bun can stick nice on top. Call it a headband, call it whatever, but for me, it's a chic bun beanie because it's much thicker and it has the crown shaping with the exception of an opening up on the top. Talk about the yarn. You're welcome to talk about the samples that you've knitted in that particular yarn. Talk about the final dimensions. Knitters want to know what to expect. What sizes are they knitting? How big are they going to fit in? Your schematics are very important. What needles are they using? Are you using a smaller size needle for the brim and then a larger needle for the body? What notions do they need? Don't only say you need stitch markers. How many stitch markers do they need? I need to know how much I'm putting in this bag. I don't want to be guessing or going through the pattern, even though we should be reading the pattern before we knit. Some of us don't, but that's okay. Gauge. You need to swatch so that you can calculate your gauge. You can knit a beanie, that's fine, and knit your gauge, but it's very important to have your swatch, to have your gauge listed on the beanie. Not everyone knits like you, so you need to knit, you need to swatch, you need to gauge swatch. Abbreviations. Make sure everything that you are abbreviating in the body of your pattern is listed under abbreviations. There are some techniques and skills that many knitters do not have. So including this language, this verbiage, this terminology listed under abbreviations will help the knitter know what to expect. Even the definitions of the very stitch that they're knitting. SSK. A lot of knitters don't know what that means. Write it out. Slip, slip, knit. Thank you very much. And of course, the instructions on the brim, the body, and the finishing. One of the things I love doing is walking my knitters through my pattern. I want to make them feel like I am there with them. So I will even do an introduction in the body, in the brim, and intro in the body to discuss a little bit more about the what they're going into. Or one of the things I would do too is I would say 4 stitch markers are needed in crown decreases so that they can grab their 4 stitch markers and be ready to use them. Make it plain. Make it plain. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. If this is a dream of yours, I say go for it. Go for it. Stop the self-limiting beliefs. Stop thinking you don't have what it takes. Stop thinking that you're not good enough. Stop thinking that you can't draw good enough. You can knit. The more you knit, the better you get. Your tensions are tight. Continue knitting and your tension will get better. Keep going. The future are those that have dreams. And I know you have dreams. So if knitwear design is one of them, go ahead and do it. There's people like me in your corner cheering you on. Okay, in the method that I have for you here, go ahead and write any of the questions that you have, and I will do the best I can to get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this webinar on designing your dream beanie. I want you to write me. Write me, send a picture of your sketch, send me what you have created so that I can walk alongside you. I want to offer my services to you free of charge because of this webinar. I want to coach you through it, no strings attached. I want to support you, encourage you, and I want to help make your dreams come true. Thank you so much for joining me tonight or today.